My videos are made for entertainment purposes only. All source materials and media are found in the public domain and comply with the US Fair Use and the UK Fair Dealing Guidelines. These are my own thoughts and opinions and might be wrong. Please do your own research.
Morning all, Lou here. Firstly, I just want to say an enormous, slightly belated happy birthday to Our Majesty the Queen, who has just been such a tower of strength for the country, and particularly over the last few weeks, she's just been amazing. And we wish you a very happy birthday, Your Majesty, and I hope you had a lovely time. Secondly, to the gorgeous Prince Louis, whose photographs I understand are taken by Kate, and the happiest little chap. I hope you had a lovely birthday, and obviously you won't have a party right now, but I'm sure Mummy and Daddy would have made it very special. So happy birthday to Prince Louis too. I've also included some shots of London in this really strange time. I don't think I've ever seen our capital city so quiet. It feels really eerie. Even at 3 in the morning, the streets wouldn't be empty, and to see them like this now is just amazing. The This one is of Piccadilly Circus and Leicester Square, and you can see in daylight, and then it lit up at night. One of the big billboards. It normally says Coca-Cola, I think, um, or someone like that. Anyway, lit up for the NHS, which I thought was a really lovely touch. And somebody obviously had to think of that and organise it and put it out there, and I think it looks great. So just going through what everybody's doing really at the moment. Just before we all looked down, William and Kate went and saw a 111 service, which is sort of a second tier medical service that you can call into. So we have 999, I know the US have 911, and then we have 111, which is if you're feeling really poorly but don't necessarily need an ambulance. And they take those calls and triage them and decide who needs what. It's a difficult job at the best of times, and at the moment, certainly, it's going to be a really tricky time for them. So they went to support them. Charles has obviously been poorly and has recovered, I'm really pleased to say, and did a Zoom or some sort of video link to open one of the Nightingale hospitals, which was lovely. I know Captain Tom Moore, our gorgeous elderly gentleman who has done so much for charity in the last few weeks, and I think it's his 100th birthday on Wednesday. Also opened one, I think, in Harrogate, and William has opened the one in London. So, it's been an amazing effort by everybody to support those frontline workers and to keep everything going. I know that the Sussexes and Charles and Camilla have been keeping in very close contact with their charities, trying to support them as much as they can, keeping in touch remotely, and just trying to give them just that, that clap on the back, I suppose, and you're doing great, and getting them what they can when they can. Obviously, they have some influence, and that's really helpful. They've also been doing their clap for carers. Even the Queen has been doing her clap for carers, which doesn't just involve the NHS for us. It's delivery drivers, bin men, supermarket workers. And as an NHS employee myself, I want to say a huge thank you to the supermarket workers, because there's been times when I've been in that they've had a really tough time, actually. People are giving them a hell of a lot of stick for trying to keep people socially distanced and keeping it all running. And they've had to really button their lip and keep going. So a huge thank you to all of them from me and my family in particular. And lastly, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to Sarah, Beatrice, Eugenie, and the Wessexes, who have all done stuff, but right under the radar. They really haven't had much coverage. They haven't asked for much coverage. I know that Eugenie's been delivering to the London hospitals, and you'll see some pictures of the NHS staff with the things she's delivered, but no pictures of her because, funny enough, she didn't take any paparazzi with her. She didn't take her own photographers. She just went and did it, and that's the difference. I know that both Harry and Meghan have also made Zoom calls to their charities, and I hope that was really supportive for them. I thought Harry looked a little bit dishevelled, which was a bit concerning, but you know that they have done their bit. But at the end of the day, they are in Malibu, and there's very little they can really achieve from there, and you know that's what they've decided to do. So anyway, this video isn't about them, so I just wanted to go over what everybody's doing, and you know, through them you can see the support in the country and how we're all pulling together at such a difficult time. So till the next one, thanks.